your role model in life?
Rick Rubin.
Ooh.
And they would give me like a lot of money for it.
Wow.
You know, I guess I'll just say it was like to make it or something like that. So I got depressed, and then things were hard. So I got recently married to an amazing woman. This is my first in-person podcast, I think.
Oh, ever?
I think so.
Oh,
like I've done interviews where I interviewed other people, but I don't think I've ever been on someone else's podcast.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, is it scarier to do it in person?
I think so. Well, to be honest, like the two podcasts that I did, like they weren't, oh man, I guess they weren't that fun.
Oh, no.
You know, and it's not because I wasn't in person. I think I just didn't really vibe with the people. But anyways.
Well, I hope it's more fun today. I feel like it'll be a little more chill.
Of course.
We'll see.
Do you want peaches? I had peaches. I kind of wanted to give you.
Yeah, Joma went to the farmer's market last week, and then he bought peaches.
Yeah, it's really good. So this farmer's market I go to, it's like I go to every week Saturday.
Yeah.
But I just recently discovered like how good the peaches are, but they're really expensive.
Wait, how expensive are they?
So there was this one time I bought 3.
Yeah.
It's $10. I don't know if that's
For
expensive
3?
or not. Yeah.
What farmer's market?
But they're pretty big though. They're like this big.
Is it like organic? Not.
It should be. I hope so. But it's really tasty.
You brought me one. That's really
can you
nice.
try it?
No, we should eat it for intermission.
Oh,
snack.
true. Okay.
Yeah, because we'll be doing a game later.
Sounds good.
Yeah, exciting. Okay, welcome back, Soju Shotties, to another episode of Soju with Sarah. Today's a special episode.
Hello,
we have Joma.
My name is Joma. Joma Tech.
Oh yeah. Wait, do you go by, or do you get recognized more as Joma Tech or just Joma?
Oh, they usually say Joma Tech.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so even though my name is Joma, I guess for them they want to make sure. So it's like, are you Joma Tech? You know, rather than something else, I guess. But it's kind of like, for example, if I met you, I wouldn't be like, hey Sarah. I'll be like, oh Sarah Pan. You know, it's because it's like the full thing.
I was surprised when I first met you and you said that you go by Joma in real life too.
Oh yeah.
Because I assumed Joma was your stage name, but
right.
it actually is like a nickname that you use.
Yeah. So that nickname actually, I got it when I was in like internship, like during internship at LinkedIn, because my Unix name was Joma, right? Because the first 2 letters of my first name, Jonathan, was Joe and then Ma. And then that's it, yeah. So then people just start calling me Joma, and then it just stuck, you know.
But I've only ever known you as Joma. And Joma and I met 4 years ago at this point.
That, yeah.
Like when I first moved back from the pandemic to New York City. And were you away for the pandemic, or were you?
No, I was. I moved during the pandemic, like at the end of it, like right before I got my vaccine. I remember.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I met you then. And then I've known you through like many phases of both of our lives. So it's really cool to see that you're thriving right now.
That's crazy.
But for anyone who doesn't know Joma or needs a quick refresher, I wrote.
Ooh, I got an intro.
I got it. I wrote a really nice intro because I was like, I have so much to say. You're really great. Like you inspire me in a lot of ways. So I really wanted to gas you up for this one.
Oh my God, I'm nervous.
This is my first like very formal like intro for someone.
You don't need to be formal. I'm just chill. I'm a chill guy.
Joma is a multi-talented director, creator, engineer, film artist.
I don't know. I'm embarrassed.
He's one of the funniest people I know. And I say that not just because I'm a friend, but I think it's actually true. Some may know him as his iconic characters in the Joma universe. Eric Wang, Jojo Ma.
Yes.
Do Kwon?
Yes, I played him once, yeah.
Or even Joma in New York City.
I'm surprised. You went pretty deep. Like Do Kwon was literally just one video. Did you ChatGPT or something?
No, I'm glad you said that. I just went to your most popular videos and I clicked in and I found the characters' names.
Do Kwon? But that's like one of my least popular videos. Wow, I'm so surprised.
Oh, maybe I just clicked into random ones. Maybe I'm like a secret super fan and I'm like revealing myself right now. No. I tried to pick some unique ones.
Yeah. I mean, you missed like Jacques Lacroix. You missed.
Oh, sorry. Gotta add that in right now.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, you have a lot of characters in your Joma universe. Is it accurate to call it a Joma universe?
I call it Joma Cinematic Universe just because I want it to be like Marvel.
Oh.
But you know, I think it's kind of cringe now. It's been a while. It's like 4 years now. But I guess it's kind of like I wanted to link the videos that are kind of related because the characters are recurring, like Crypto Poppy. Oh, that's another one you missed.
Oh yeah, sorry. There's a lot. You have a lot of characters.
So it's just like I want them to make sure that it's related and that there's a character there. But yeah,
Right. Joma has created many characters in his journey as a YouTuber, and I have way more to say, actually. His YouTube channel is filled with some of the funniest, most well-produced and entertaining tech comedy short films online. He recently took a almost 3-year hiatus from YouTube, and everyone's been asking what he's been up to, where he's been. And today we're going to talk a little bit about his recent surprise comeback to YouTube, his newfound life going back to the corporate hustle, some major life updates that possibly include a wife, and I can cut that out.
No, that's fine.
Okay. And the intricate brain of Joma. So thank you for coming on.
My wife is gonna watch this like, why'd you make that noise? when she's talking to my wife, huh? How come you're so nervous every time you're talking about your wife? And you're so like energetic when you're talking about something else. No,
well, I can't tell if you are excited to talk about her or you're just like scared to mention that you have
I don't know. I guess
now.
it's like a mixture. It's like I do want to protect her privacy as much as possible. I don't want her to touch anything related to social media. I think that would probably be true for like my in the future, my future family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, I do love her a lot. So I like talking about her.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to reveal too many details because then, like they might like search or like, do some stuff, but
I will scrap out all the questions I had then.
It's chill. I think it's fine. Yeah.
No, I respect that because you met her offline. Like she's not a creator. She's not in that space.
Correct.
So I'm sure like the privacy in your relationship is really important. So I really respect that, and I won't ask too much.
Yeah.
But
I know how the internet is. They're mean.
Yeah, people get kind of mean about stuff. But no, I think it's really nice to know that you're thriving. Like I mentioned that earlier, but it seems like you have a lot more going in your life that I feel like 2 years ago weren't there. So yeah, I'm excited to talk about it.
Cool. Yeah.
So I had a question is, what do you actually lead with nowadays? Because you've been away from YouTube for 2 years and you're making your comeback right now, but you also picked up a job and also you're just invested in a lot more like AI stuff, which we'll talk about later. So what do you call yourself?
Oh, I see. Like what do I lead with? I don't know. I don't put labels in people, but let me think. Okay. Well, I guess first of all, this video would probably come out after my comeback. Right, so I'm not working on that anymore. But what do I lead with? I don't know. I generally, when I meet new people, if they don't know who I am, I think I just say like, I work in tech, right? I just work in tech. I think even back then when I was a YouTuber, I probably wouldn't say it. Right. Unless I'm trying to flex. Right. Like for example, like there was this one time I was in Singapore and we had like a fancy dinner, but then I really wanted to I was taking videos and we're making jokes and my brother was there, and then my brother said like, oh man, you guys are gonna go like viral because of me making videos, but they didn't get what that meant. Like what do you mean? Like why would I go viral?
Right.
So then I wanted to flex. I was like, oh, I'm kind of famous. I'm kind of famous. But so sometimes I would flex it, but then I get very embarrassed like right after. So I try not to do it. But yeah, no, I don't like telling people that I'm a YouTuber because then it brings in like a lot of other questions. I kind of just want to have like a genuine connection first. And then you flex it later if you want to. It's kind of like
play the card when you need to.
Yeah. It's kind of like playing guitar, right? Like I could kind of play guitar, but I won't tell anyone unless randomly there's a random guitar, in the room and stuff like that. But yeah, so I just say I work in tech, 9 to 5. That's just who I am. Yeah.
Out of all the creators that I know and have met over the years, I actually think you are surprisingly more of the normal type.
So creators are weirdos?
No, but some. But sure. I do think that you're very real. Like I don't feel like you put up a front necessarily, and I feel like you don't really let the fame in a way get to your head because you had a pretty explosive growth on YouTube. So I find that really cool.
I think that's true for you too, and some of the creators we hang out with as well. That's why I hang out with you guys, right? Like for example, what do you lead with nowadays?
It's hard because after I quit my job, I can't say that I'm like a software engineer anymore, but I like to say more that I'm trying to figure it out, and I'm also an artist. I like calling myself an artist more because
I would like to call myself that.
Yeah,
actually.
You are kind of an artist, would be though, cool. Like in a video format.
I guess I'm kind of shy. Like, am I really? You know, like am I allowed to use that term yet?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because I feel like the term, it usually comes with like, oh, you know, you do it full time, right? That's one. And also two, it comes with the connotation that you're poor.
Oh,
But like I'm
wait.
definitely not struggling, so I don't want to be like, they'll be like, oh, you're an artist. Oh, let me get that meal for you. like I don't want that to happen. You know, so,
that's so
but
interesting.
I'm just kidding. Like I'm sure people don't think that, but maybe it's just all in my head.
I've never thought that about saying
I'm an artist. Oh, I'm sorry.
Although I do think there's more of a struggling artist. Like if
Right.
you're like, yeah, the word struggling artist, it is literally ingrained in that word.
Yeah.
So I kind of get that.
Yeah, like I kind of fantasize of saying like, oh, I am like that artist, like romanticizing like, oh, I'm kind of struggling, or like I get so much anxiety into trying to think about like art and stuff like that. But it's like, no, you know, I have a 9-to-5 job. I'm like paid well. You know, I'm not in the same level as them, for example. I didn't make the same sacrifices, right? So I can't call myself an artist. Yeah.
I think what's interesting though is you were full-time as a YouTuber for was it 2 years, close to 2 years?
It's like 1.5 maybe.
1.5. And during that time, did you feel more like an artist, or did you still shy away from that?
I think I still shy away because it's like I'm so commercial.
Oh.
I'm a YouTuber.
Yeah.
I make sponsor videos.
Right.
You know, I try to think about like, I don't know, business ideas to monetize and stuff. So I'm like, that's not a real artist. And a lot of the times I would kind of like force myself to make videos. I was like, an artist wouldn't do that. An artist do it out of like passion. They do it out of like, oh, this is something I want to see in the world, and no one else is going to make it. But at that point, not necessarily. I don't think that was me. So, you know, I wouldn't call myself an artist back then either.
I kind of understand the inner conflict that you're describing, because I feel like when you do things online publicly, it almost diminishes the creative, like the craft of it, right? It's hard to say that I'm an artist if I'm also doing social media, because a lot of people would see me as like a content creator or an influencer or other terms.
Yeah.
But I wanted to talk a little bit about your time as a YouTuber and also your comeback video, because I think you're one of like the best YouTubers that I know.
Thank you.
I'm like really gassing him up.
Glazing.
But I think like you are very good at making high production videos. And that's something that I feel like is getting lost more with social media and TikTok and everything. Like putting in that effort to make good videos feels harder. And I feel like not as many people do it. So I wanted to talk about your comeback video first, because that's something that you recently put out. Hopefully this episode will go up the week that he puts this out. But do you want to tell us a little bit about the story behind that piece?
I do want to make a comment about like high production and stuff. I think in general, like I don't think you need to make high production videos.
Yeah.
Because like I see a lot of TikTok videos that I really resonate with and stuff. I think in the end it's like, if it's genuine, like what you think, like people can feel it. So it's like, it's just a different medium. You're like, yes, not a lot of people do the same thing as me in terms of like high production videos, but like I've made videos that are like 1 minute, 2 minutes, and also like not high production. And I think they're some of the best videos. So yeah. Anyways, so the story of this new video is related to the cinematic universe or whatever. So it's the story of Eric Wang. To be honest, like the inception of the idea was just the song "Pretty Girls Walk Like This." Like it's literally, I listened to that song and I said, oh my God, wouldn't it be funny if that's my comeback?
Right.
You know,
right.
that's
iconic.
That's the first time you'll see me in 2-3 years. So then that's when I went like, oh, well, it could be about Eric Wang, and it could kind of parallel a little bit my life, I guess.
Yeah.
But where it's like the rise and fall of someone. So in the end, the story is about Eric Wang, which is a startup founder. He makes a successful window blind company called Blinder. And then for this video, I wanted to show how he can get immense success, but then also like fall pretty quickly and then get depressed and stuff. And then he kind of accepts that like, oh, maybe that's not the life I want to live, and I'm okay with that. But then the end is like, you know, it kind of shows that he didn't learn anything. but yeah, so but the point is I wanted to show that arc, Yeah. And it's the first video that I've ever made that actually had a storyline, like from beginning to end, like a plot. So it's like I want to flex that muscle. I want to like learn how to write an actual plot. So hopefully I succeeded. I don't know.
Yeah, no, Joma showed me and James the video right before we started filming, and this is still in like the rough cut, mostly done
It's
phase.
almost done, yeah.
But it was really good, and
thank
you guys should all go watch it. But I was also surprised because it was 30 minutes, so it's very long.
It's very long. Yeah.
And I think with what you've done in the past that I've seen as a viewer is like sometimes small skits, sometimes short films, but not so.
Yeah, it's very short, like maximum 7 minutes maybe back
right.
then.
Right.
I couldn't even get the mid-roll ads.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know about that.
Because it's like 10 minutes, right?
Or it's
minimum?
8 minutes now.
Oh, 8
but
minutes?
I worked on that. I changed it to 10 to 8 when I was at Google.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
wow.
That was my job.
Wow, sneaky.
Yeah.
Joma also worked as a Google engineer, but this was before I was there. So, wait, was it? Oh, wait.
No.
When did you quit?
I quit like 2021, end of 2021.
Oh,
so you were there?
Wait, we had overlap for 2 years.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in not MPK. Menlo Park. Mountain View.
In California.
Yeah.
I was in New York, but
Sheesh. Okay,
we weren't friends back then.
Yeah, no, we didn't know of each other. Yeah.
Actually, the first time I met you, you asked to come to the Google office.
Yeah, the story behind that was I wanted to look at meme gen.
Oh, yeah. I see.
But I actually never did because I ended up just like,
enjoying your time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I enjoy my time. But yeah, that was kind of like, I need a connection where I can get meme gen because not gonna lie, one of my videos that did really well, it's like a 1-minute video.
Yeah.
Is literally just a video of a meme on meme gen. So I'm not that creative. I'm sorry. Like a lot of it is
You're inspired. You're inspired.
Yeah, so it's meme gen. So I was like, let me just get more inspiration. But anyways.
Nice. Wait, that's still pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Very quickly for our soju shotties that know that we do drink of the day every week. Okay, Saz. We got to do the drink of the day. It is a Bloom Pop prebiotic soda with water. And I haven't tried it yet, but Joma has.
Yeah, it's all right.
And the flavor is Shirley Temple. So cheers. Bing.
I love your cups.
Thank you.
But you can only drink them one way, right?
Yeah.
Because like.
You have to hold it with your right hand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to figure out how to make these cups more ergonomic, but I think in season 2 I will have new cups. So it will be better.
Yeah, what did you think of me at first? Like, I'm curious. Like, real talk. Now that we've known each other for 4 years now.
Yeah, it's been a while. Honestly, I actually wrote down a bullet point to say Sarah's impressions of Joma.
Oh.
But I didn't really think about this.
Okay.
I was like, maybe we won't talk about this. But I think my first impressions of you are you're super like real. Like, I feel like you're not the type to not like you will say what's on your mind. You're also really funny when I first met you. And I think you're very accurate to yourself in terms of like, because your videos are very like you build characters. So you're not actually those characters. But I think you are kind of like the same energy in a way. But I also thought you were really creative, and I feel like you've done a lot with your life too. So inspirational.
Thank you.
But those are really generic terms. So.
Yeah. But I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's really kind. I was gonna say my first impressions of you, but I'll just skip that.
Wait, I was gonna ask.
I'll just skip that.
No,
it's so awkward.
Me.
What if I don't say the right things? You said so many nice things to me.
Smart, funny.
Yeah.
Wait, am I funny?
No, you're funny. Yeah. Yeah, you're funny.
Okay,
yeah. No, I think I think we can go pretty deep in terms of conversations because I do think we have kind of maybe similar upbringing. You know, like
about that.
this is the Asian immigrant upbringing, right? So I was able to like relate pretty well with you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, in general, like I think you're very eloquent, right? You're very creative. I think I like that.
Yeah.
To be honest, like more and more, like especially now that you're doing all of this, I thought it was like really impressive and cool. It's not first impressions because I didn't know in the beginning. But yeah, I think my first impression as well is like, I was like, she's an artiste for sure because she colors her hair every single every single week or something. So I'm like, man, interesting. And then I guess like the shallow stuff, you know, I'm like, Princeton. I'm like, I must be smart.
Oh my God.
Google, I must be smart. Right?
Gassing each other up.
But I'm pretty sure it's true. I mean, statistically, you know, if you went to an Ivy League and stuff. But yeah, so I had a good impression of you for sure. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That's nice to hear. It's honestly sometimes I'm like, do people like me or do they just put up with me? But I think everyone thinks that way.
Yeah.
On the topic of us being able to connect in the last 3 years, something that I've really appreciated about our friendship is that I've had a lot of like down moments, especially last year. And I remember I was talking to you about it because I felt like you went through something similar, and I feel like we could connect on that respect. And I also see you as a mentor in some ways because I feel like you've tracked life more. You're old.
Right. I lived more than you, more years.
Yeah.
Many more years.
But it's good because I think we're both in better spots than at like our lowest points.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm glad you feel the same way now. But yeah, I was about to say like, yeah, first impression, yeah, but then I learned that you were a sad boy, so that was interesting. But yeah, you are very introspective for sure.
Yeah,
you probably overthink a lot.
I do.
Yeah. So yeah,
I'm working on that though.
Yeah, same.
But going back to your comeback. One question that I forgot to ask before we started talking about your video, though, is what have you been up to the last 2 years since being away, and what prompted you to actually come back with a comeback video?
I'm always trying to think of like, how do I want to present myself about like why I quit and stuff. And I always have these jokes of like, oh yeah, I was on vacation. That's it. Like and then I ran out of money, so I need to come back. But yeah, like you know me, like I got depressed.
Yeah.
Right. Like, but we can talk about that later. But yeah, so I got depressed, and then yeah, things were hard-ish, but I kind of like slowly regained my mental health. I still needed money, so I worked and stuff like that. But that's the thing. Like, I thought I was never gonna do YouTube again because one of the reasons. Actually, the main reason why I got depressed is YouTube. It's always YouTube. It's weird. And then I kind of just like slowly worked my way, and then I built up my confidence again. And then for me, naturally, whenever I have confidence, I start wanting to do other things, extra stuff. So it wasn't YouTube immediately. At first, I was like, oh, let me just like, now that there's ChatGPT, coding became way more fun. I could create things really, really quickly, right? So I would do like random projects, and one of them was like Fortnite games. Yeah, like because I played Fortnite. I played a lot of Fortnite, and then I wasn't satisfied with the maps because they're built by like kids. I was like, man, I could eat their lunch. I could make so much money. And then I started making. I was like, oh, it's kind of hard. I was like,
funny.
Maybe these kids are talented, but. Yeah, so I was making these games, making random apps and stuff like that. So I had a lot of fun doing that. But then after a while, when I heard the song "Pretty Girls Like," I said like, man, maybe I should make a small video to come back. And then that's kind of how it started. But there's also a business reason, right? It's like coming back to YouTube. It also means I can like start doing like small things. Like I didn't want my comeback to be like, oh yeah, I'm making this like food channel that's not like super successful, but I'm still just like doing it, or like or me like announcing something like, hey, can you do this? Because it is useful to have an audience where you can move. Like if ever you make something new, like for example, like your soju cups and stuff,
right?
You could bring in the audience there and see if they like it or not. So I was like, oh, I want that ability to do that again, but I don't want my comeback to be like anticlimactic.
Right.
So I was like, okay, let's work hard on a comeback video.
Right.
And then at first it started with like one scene, and then it started being big. I was like, oh wait, maybe I should make a whole arc. And then I didn't realize how hard it was.
Oh yeah.
And it took me like more than half a year, almost a year to make this video. But also because I had a full-time job, so I didn't have that much time, right? And also like I'm married now, so like I have to spend a lot of time with my wife too, which is a good thing. I love doing that. And without her, I probably wouldn't have been able to make the video, because like a lot of the times I'm just like beating myself up saying like, oh, this video sucks, it's not gonna work out, I'm too busy, or like maybe work is too busy, so there's no way I could finish this. But she helps me, she empowers me. So yeah, I
really saw a turning point once you started dating your wife. Like
true.
The moment you started dating her, I feel like your mental state went like shot up.
Yeah, it's correlated. I don't know if it's causation, but it probably is.
I was like, this is a different Joma, because I only ever knew you as like depressed.
Yeah. So yeah, it's funny because my manager that I really like, I've worked with him in multiple companies. Yeah. But he was like when I was like falling, he said like, my brother caught me, and then he lifted me up, and then my wife brought me to thrive. So these three people are like the most important people in my life, kind of during that state where I was like super depressed. But so I'm like super thankful for all three of them. I mean, I love my wife, but I'm not gonna give all credits to her. There are other
Family's
people
important.
in my life, like family, and also my mentor, I guess I could call him.
And to
Oh, God.
No, but I wanted to also ask if you could clarify like the timelines, because you went away for 2 years, and during those 2 years you actually started working again because you were doing full-time YouTube for a year and a half.
Yeah.
When did you find a job, and
Right.
what prompted you to go back?
Yeah, timeline's kind of hard to think, but I think like after my last video, I think I just had like a spiral, like a 6-month spiral of like, oh, like let me try this, let me try a different thing. You know, it's weird. I even had like this like company that asked me to like make a series or like a cool show, and they would give me like a lot of money for it.
Wow.
You know, I guess I'll just say it was like it was either 200 or 400,000 to make it or something like that. I would probably just do like, okay, I'll spend $200,000 to make it, and I'll keep the other 200,000, right? Because that's my fee, I guess.
A decent
you know,
profit,
I was like, let's go. But then as I was writing, and I was like, I hired a producer and whatever, I was like, oh, let's just make this. I was like, wow, whatever I'm making, it sucks. It's so cringe. Like, and then I realized like, it's not the money that was the limiting factor for me, that I can't make like a movie or whatever. It was my skills or like my ideas. Like I'm not there yet. Even if someone comes up to me and they were like, hey, I'm gonna give you like 5 million. Wait, that's not enough. Sorry. Like I'm gonna make you like I'm gonna give you 30 million to make like an indie film.
Right.
I'd be like, no, I can't. Unless maybe you pay me like, I don't know, a good salary for a few years to figure out if I even have a story to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's why I learned like, nah, I'm not that great. Like it's not, money is not the limiting factor for me. For example, like the video that I made just right now, like I didn't need to spend that much, but the hard part wasn't like getting the money to make it. The hard part was just getting the good ideas to like get it to fit well and stuff. Yeah. So then I just didn't make it. And then I spent, it was like a cognitive dissonance thing. 'Cause I was like, oh wait, didn't you say like this is now your shot. You can finally do what you want.
Right.
But clearly, like I wasn't ready, right? I was just not. I don't think I was creative enough. I didn't have a story in the back of my mind. Because most people in film industry, they already have a script. They have something that they want to make, and they're just waiting for an opportunity, right? Like I didn't have that. You know, there was nothing that spoke to me. Like there was no story I wanted to tell. So. Yeah, so timeline.
Oh yeah, timeline.
Yeah, so it was that. So it was like a 6-month downfall, and then that's when I like got into my head, and I was like super depressed or whatever. But then, and then I tried to get jobs, right?
Yeah.
I tried to start applying,
recruiting and stuff.
and then that's when like the economy was like really bad, or like the job market was really bad, right? And I was like, what the hell's going on? I have Facebook and Google on my resume, but I can't get any interviews. Like, what the frick is going on? Yeah, but then after a while, using like my connections and stuff, like honestly, it wasn't even my resume, but using my connections, like I got like a contract job at like a gaming company, and then through that contract job, I turned full time and stuff like that. So then I started working there for like a year and a few months, and then I moved to the company that I work at now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, because whenever I talk to you about your job that you have right now, I think you genuinely enjoy it.
It's all right. It's just, like there are parts of it that's nice,
right?
But I think it's because of the social part.
Yeah, and I was gonna say it's nice that you found work that you enjoy doing and the people that you enjoy working with, because I think people is the hardest thing to align in a work/corporate space.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't want to romanticize it. Mm-hmm. There are days I fucking hate it. Yeah, and
as with any job.
Yeah,
though.
so it's like it's not great, and it's possible that I might quit like in a year or two or whatever, right? Like I don't know. I just try to do whatever is good for me, or whatever is fun and stuff like that, or whatever I think has a higher opportunity to help me grow, to make me, I don't know, better as a person. But I think I got lucky because at first when I went to the job, I'm working with the same manager.
Yeah.
But then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go there, work, eat, whatever, and then clock out. That's how I was thinking. But then the people like around my desk, they're so nice. They're so fun to hang out with. So every day I just get so excited to eat lunch and dinner with them.
That's so cute.
I mean, not a lot of them show up for dinner, but some do.
Yeah.
But I think that's why I like my job, because like, oh, I'm finding this setting. It's a bit social, and then like it's free food. I save $20 a day, or like maybe $40 a day. That's pretty nice. And then yeah, I just made like pretty good friends. I mean, even if I didn't make friends, like the fact that like I could just chat with them, it helps. I think humans are social creatures. You kind of need that, even if you're an introvert. But so that I really like. Job wise, it's alright.
Yeah.
It's alright.
It's a corporate job, yeah.
But it's like, you know, you get paid really well. So like, suck it up. You know, so I just gotta suck it up. Yeah.
I think that's how I would describe my last job, kind of. Like the people kept me there, but then the work is just like work still at the end of the day.
Yeah, it depends. It depends what project. Like sometimes the projects like it gets kind of grindy, but then some projects are more fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, it changes all, and it's also like your perspective too. Because like sometimes when I tell myself like, oh, I don't need this job,
right?
I can just quit whenever. Like if I convince myself I can quit whenever, then I feel better, and I'll be like, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna quit soon anyways. But then suddenly the job is fun now because I don't put that much pressure.
Right.
Right. Because you don't want to work in fear. And I feel, okay, for this company specifically, you guys can guess what it is, but people are usually in fear of like layoffs, right? So, but then when you play in defense, like it's not going to be that fun. If you play a game or like you work as if like, oh, let me see what I can take advantage of at this company and I don't need it, then it feels much better. So my guess is like, I don't know if it's the same at Google, but all the people or all like the high level people, they seem so chill. Are they?
I think they're more
it's because they're loaded, right? Because they technically don't need this job, so they're probably more chill about it.
Well, I was gonna say you taking a offensive position with like layoffs and stuff like that. I'm curious if you think it's because it comes from a place of like somewhat privilege to be able to have an option of like you don't necessarily need to work.
Yeah, I'm so privileged. I'm rich, man. Like, no, I'm kidding. I'm not rich, but like in comparison to most people in America, like we're rich, right? Like the moment you have like a 6-figure job is like, or the fact that you can get a 6-figure job whenever, like
it's a privilege.
Yeah, it's hell yeah, it's a privilege. I know people always say it on YouTube, like, oh, you know, I want to make sure I say that I'm privileged or whatever. It's like, yeah, I know I'm privileged. You know, but anyways,
this is the real side of Joma. Like this is Joma being really real.
Yeah. No, it's like, no, I get it, but like, yeah, a lot of the times people have to be so careful about social media because they're so afraid of people saying like, oh, you're so privileged and you're complaining about XYZ. I'm like, shut the fuck up, man. Let me complain about whatever I want, okay? I have sciatica. It hurts.
No.
You know,
this is the most controversial episode of Soju with Sarah.
You can edit this out if you want.
I get me canceled.
Your choice. But you're right. Like, you know, like, yeah, I know all this. You know, everyone's privileged in their own ways, but I hate the fact that we have to defend ourselves so much on the internet. You know, or we have to be so careful.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't want to talk about like, you know, my own life and just put characters. That way I defend myself because I'm like, oh, it's whatever. Like, I don't want to say anything, you know.
I was just about to say, I feel like you're more immune to that sort of criticism because you build this world that is fictional almost.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like for me, I feel especially like prone to getting negative feedback if I don't acknowledge privilege or don't say certain things. But I think like you've been generally more immune to that, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know how you deal with this. Like that's why I don't want to be a vlogger. I mean, I do have videos where it's like I'm playing myself or I am myself, but in the end, I'm always playing kind of a character, right? But yeah, I would hate to always have to second guess what I have to say and stuff like that. To be honest, I kind of have to do that here now.
Cool. I didn't give you a PR rundown of
exactly. But I
just
trust that, you know, you'll protect me. Like if I say something,
cut out everything.
You know, like fuck everybody, like that. You'll help me cut it out.
I actually don't even know how to edit this one.
Fuck. I just need to promote my video. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's dangerous.
Sorry, this is promo for Joma's video.
Yeah, but it sucks but that also means you could never be yourself, and it kind of sucks too. Like in this way, that the fact that you can only make videos that are fictional and stuff like that, then people don't know who you are, so they'll just always make assumptions.
Right.
I just accepted that. I think I'm actually probably even more sensitive than you. I might sound immune, but no, everything I read about me, if I do read, it sucks, you know, and especially if there's an ounce of truth to it, it really sucks. And I hate it, so I just don't read it. I try not to read it, or I try not to put myself in positions where I can feel shitty about myself because of that. Yeah, so that's why, like, honestly, like, I'm just gonna, I don't like being a YouTuber. I don't like being an influencer. I just like the craft. I do like the success that comes with it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, money is great, or like the like social capital is great. Like, I'm not gonna lie, but I just hate like people making like judging you or like, you know, saying, oh, you can't do this or do that or whatever,
and all the assumptions and stuff.
Yeah, you know, like famous music artists, you don't know much about them, right? I think like Joji, like I don't know if he's, you know, if he's leading right or left or whatever, you know. So maybe I should do that more. That kind of life, you know, like a part of me wants to even just make videos where I'm not in it anymore. Right. It's easier for directing too, but that too, it's like, I just want to get good at my craft. You know, I don't want to go through all this bullshit, like social media influencer thing, you know?
Well, a question that I had, no, I appreciate everything that you said and like how vulnerable you're being right now. And a question that I had for you with respect to your craft and like the commentary online and like possible negativity that can come with like just being online. Did that contribute at all to you taking that break and getting into that like rut and depression that you had, or do you feel like that was independent? And where do you think that depression stemmed from? Because I think I actually met you at your lowest.
Yeah, so I've had these like events, you know, and like multiple times, and now I see a pattern. To be honest, it's not always a trigger. It's just chemicals, right?
And as with most times, depression, I feel like there's no
reason, but you'll assign a reason randomly, right? I'll get to that, what the reason might be, but I truly do think that like when you get really happy, like serotonin levels, you're gonna drop no matter what.
Yeah.
And YouTube's a crazy drug, especially when you're like successful or whatever. You know, like I've seen it in every YouTuber. They would like do really well, and then a few years later, the video would be like, I'm burnt out, you know, and they always burn out. And before doing YouTube, I always thought like, idiots, I'm not gonna burn out. Like, what the hell? This is stupid. Like,
classic.
You know, you're like getting so much gains and stuff. But I think it's literally just chemicals. Like when you take Molly, not that I've taken Molly, but I heard that when you take Molly, right, you're like super happy.
Right.
You're appreciative of your friends, and like, you're just so happy about life. But then you have to come down, and then you get kind of depressed and stuff like that. So I truly think it's literally just like mental, and it has nothing to do with it. So now I try to kind of like dampen my happiness. I don't know how, but like
dampen it. That's like not what I thought you would say.
Yeah, you gotta dampen your like. Okay. Don't feel too amazing where you're like, oh, I think I'm the king of the world, like Eric Wang.
Yeah,
you know?
Like be realistic about your successes and wins and
kind of like nothing is permanent, and you can't be attached to too many things, I guess.
Right.
So then the trigger for me was more like, oh my god, I'm not making any good videos anymore. Personally, I was writing them. I was like, oh, this sucks. And then I was forcing myself to be creative. People always say like, oh, you got to write every day. I was like, sure, okay. I write every day. I'm like, this is shit every day. I feel so bad about myself. I'm like, this. And then because of that, I was like, there's no way I could make YouTube my career. I made a huge mistake. I fucked up. I was like, I'm not going to make any money anymore. And now it's so hard to get a job.
Yeah.
So I got depressed like that.
I see. I think also YouTube is really lonely. Like I know you work with people too on your stuff sometimes, but it is inherently like a very lonely place, and you can feel very isolated in like how you navigate the emotions around like the algorithm and the creativity push and all that. What I found really interesting is when I met you, I think you were at like the peak of your success, and like
that's probably why I was arrogant. Right?
That's so true.
That's probably why I was arrogant. Yeah.
Very true. But I also remember I was just surprised, like we would talk and you would share that you weren't very happy with how things were doing, or how, you know, like you were really burnt out. And I was like, but he has everything that a creator would want, you know, great views, dedicated audience. You had like a vlog channel too, Joma in New York City. And so it was like surprising to me to hear you say that. But I think the longer that I've been a creator, I realized like no one's immune to the burnout. It is extremely toxic to tie your self-worth into like views and the algorithm, and to always push yourself. I really also felt last year, I felt like my creativity completely like dipped because I was like forcing myself to put out videos when I didn't really want to. But I guess going back to like the creativity side of things, this is also tying back to something you said earlier, which is like when you were approached with an opportunity to create a series with like a full production budget and everything, you felt like you weren't creative enough and you felt like you didn't have the skills for that. Was there a point where you realized that it wasn't, you know, something that you were capable of doing? Or did you like could not come up with ideas for that?
Yeah, I think the point was just like we wrote kind of like a draft for episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or whatever, and then like we worked pretty hard on it. And then when I just looked back, or like we kind of presented it, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's chill, whatever." But for me, when I look back at all the episodes and what would the beats were and like some of the scripts or like some of the writing, I'm just like, this is garbage. I don't know. Like, I think I'm just too hard on myself, but actually, no, I'm not. It was garbage. It was just
really?
Not good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just not good. Like, I know when the work is not good. And then I also put a lot of pressure on myself because I'm like, oh man, I have to make this. I have to make this. I think my mental was already kind of shitty then. So it kind of like, it was just kind of loop, right? So I was like, oh my God, I'm so stressed. But the fact that they gave me so much money, it gave me too much pressure. I was like, it has to be good. Yeah. It has to be the best, right? And I think the way I approach my new video that I just posted is totally different, where I'm like, I was like, it's probably just my most loyal fans that will watch it, because like a lot of it is like esoteric. Like it's very limited to like basically a lot of inside
The references
jokes.
and
Right,
everything.
exactly, references.
Yeah. Yep.
It was more just to like, oh, sorry I left for so long. Here's the long ass video.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel that much pressure, and it's also not expensive, right? And I have no sponsors. So yeah, because I think, I'm definitely a people pleaser, I guess. And the more money that they give me, the more like, oh my God, like I have to make this good. But the more I pressure myself, the more it sucks, because you're not playing anymore. The best things come from when you're in this zone of play. You're like, oh, let me experiment. Let me do something stupid. I think most TikTokers, they blow up from a video that, that was like dumb or like some idiot, but it means it was because it was genuine. It came from the heart.
Right.
It was what they wanted to do, right? And then you kind of just start chasing, and that sucks. But it's good for, I don't know, to grow yourself as a brand. But then you're also like, oh my God, I have to just do this one thing, or can I sustain this thing? Like, or does it keep being successful? Like, I don't know, right? Like,
Yeah, the thing that I gathered from your recent video is I felt like you had a lot more free will making that one. And it seemed like a culmination of things that maybe you were engaging with more. Like, I felt like the CGI was really cool in that. I felt like there were some references to the state of the economy with AI, layoffs, things like that. And I wanted to ask how much you are influenced by your personal life or things that you care about and think about when making your videos, specifically this one.
It's like a little bit like I definitely have to live through certain things so that I can make things look authentic or whatever. I wouldn't say Eric Wang is like me that much though. He's a dick, right? Like he's definitely a dick. Yeah. But there are like things that I want to show, like the rise and fall of Eric Wang for a startup. It's a little bit about the rise of like my YouTube channel and how quickly it can just become nothing,
right? And
how it sucks, and you could like be a bit like too egotistical once things work out very well. So I kind of just wanted to explain that. I wouldn't say it's like totally my life, but it's like I do need to feel certain things to like be able to act a certain way or like act in front of the camera, right? Like, to be sad, I have to be sad at one point in my life. To be angry, I have to be angry at one point in my life. Sorry, what was the question again? Sorry.
How much do you get influenced by your personal life? Because I was actually going to say there was a monologue where you had in the video where it was Eric Wang kind of like talking about, I forget if it was success, but it felt like very joma. Yeah. Like it felt like something you would say in real life.
Yeah.
So I was wondering how much
is that cringe? Like, did you think it was
cringe? No,
Are you sure?
I thought it was good.
I might take
Your
it out.
Your acting really carried, but the script also was good.
I might take it. I don't know.
No. I actually really like that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because like, so that is like just related to, people in general who are too ambitious.
Yeah.
And then they get like sad because they feel like they didn't reach their level of success that they wanted. Yeah, so I tried to channel that energy into myself when I act. And so yes, it is a little bit related to myself, where it's like, oh man, like I always wanted to be awesome, but I'm not anymore. Or like, I wasted my, like a lot of the times, like I guess when I was depressed, I was like, man, I shouldn't have done YouTube. I wasted my fucking life doing that. Like every time I get sad, I'm always like, I mean, I know it's not true, but that's the thing. When you're like, when you're sad, when you're whatever, your chemicals are so weird that you're not rational. And then you start blaming random crap. And I always blame YouTube. I'm always like, dude, this ruined my life. I could have just been an easy 9-to-5 guy, like at a, and just had like a chill life, get married or whatever. But that's kind of like the thoughts that I always get whenever I'm in a bad state. Mm-hmm. So I just try to channel that and then, show it on camera. But not gonna lie, I kind of want to flex some acting skills too. I watched The Bear. I don't know if you know that show.
Oh, yep, cooking.
And so obviously, like I was like, who am I trying to be? Like I was trying to be Jeremy Allen White, doing that crazy monologue.
Yeah.
But then when I did, I was like, fuck, it's so bad. I was like, this is garbage. So that's why I'm not even sure if I want to include it. But then it doesn't. No, it needs to. Yeah, it needs it to tie the whole story though. But yeah, I was like, oh, let me do this one shot, right? No cuts. Right, I was like, let's do it one shot, and I was like, let's do a 4-minute monologue, 5-minute monologue, but yeah, I cut it down to 2. But I was like, let's do a long one, because I want to be like Jeremy Allen White. But but I was humbled quite quickly.
That's
So yeah,
funny.
so I do things just to flex my skills. Not gonna lie. Like in my videos, it's not all genuine and all whatever. Like I do want to flex my acting skills from time to time, you know. But surprisingly, I don't really like acting.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
I was gonna say,
But
Joma,
I do like to flex, but I don't like to act that much.
I'm surprised
it's too hard.
to hear that. Okay, because I was gonna say, for some context, Joma plays a good chunk of his characters in his videos, and he plays it well. Like I've seen you play different types of characters, and whatever it is, like sass, spiciness, geekiness, like you are good at embodying everything, and I just don't like, I don't see a lot of people who are capable of that who are like just YouTubers. So I wanted to ask you where you get your acting chops from and how you discovered that you're good at acting.
Yeah, so I personally don't think I'm that great because I have worked with real actors, right? And the real actors are definitely way better than me. They're more comfortable, they're quicker, they know their lines. I can never learn my lines. It's so freaking tough.
Yeah.
And I also do like 30 takes for like one shot or whatever. So it's more just editing, right? It's just like you just do a lot and then one of them is going to be okay. But aside from that, I think one is just practice. But I think the way I think about it is like try to be real, like try to be actually mad when you're mad, or try to be whatever, or be empathetic. Like what would that person feel like? And then you kind of just want to do it. Like there's this one scene where I just get like frustrated because of the stock price. I was only able to do that 2 or 3 times because like my hands would be numb.
Wow.
Yeah, because like I would try to make myself really like anxious and scared and truly afraid of that.
Wow.
So it's like, yeah, I guess I commit. I guess that's this thing. You just got to commit and pretend like that's really real. And then because of that, I was like, I don't want to do it again. Like it's like, it's so taxing, which is why I don't want to act. Because it's a bit taxing, especially if you also need to direct at the same time, right? So because you have to do both, none of it is going to be good. The acting won't be that great, nor the directing, because you can't focus 100%. I guess it's kind of like when you play piano and you sing at the same time.
Oh yeah, it's much harder.
Yeah. So it's kind of like that.
I was gonna say that scene where you were, I don't know if freaking out's the right word.
Crashing out.
When you were crashing out, I was like dang, he is like really, really like going at it. And I felt it, and it was like really crazy to watch because that was like a very intense scene. And I was like, wow, you did that really well.
Yeah, that one I was concerned too. I was like, is it too long? I was like, oh. But yeah, we filmed it like 2-3 times, I think. And yeah, I was surprised that it turned out decent like on film, because when I was acting, I was like, I didn't felt that genuine, right? Like oh, that's the thing. I think acting tips is like, you know when you feel genuine or not. When you feel genuine, like you were truly feeling that way, it reflects well on camera, right? Like, want to try?
the scene where you're literally crashing out.
but just in general, like imagine if I tell you like, oh, act as if I said something to hurt you by accident, and then say like, oh, okay, let's end the podcast. You want to try?
Oh, are we actually? Okay.
Oh no. Okay, you don't need to do that. Sorry, I put you on the spot.
I can, but now I can't because I'm feeling sassy for some reason.
or if you're feeling sassy, you can act as sassy as well.
Get the fuck out.
Oh yeah. See, you felt it. You were like, oh, that felt great. It's
yeah.
So that's why, like, when I worked with actors, a lot of the times they're like, oh wait, can I get one more?
Because they want to like feel it more.
Yeah, exactly. Because they think there's like, oh no, I could definitely feel it better. Because they can tell, right? They can tell. So I usually like, oh yeah, let's do it. And then when they hit it, they feel good about themselves. And then they really hope that nothing else fucked up. Like sometimes the camera fuck up, the audio fuck up. But yeah, they really hope that they got that specific shot because they can feel that, oh, it felt real to me.
That's cool.
But sometimes it's hard to get to that feeling, especially when it's an intense emotion. Have you watched Breaking Bad?
I have. It was so good.
Yeah, so Skylar White, there's this scene where I think Walter White takes the daughter away from her.
Right.
And she was like, please, or whatever, like don't, or
right.
And I saw it behind the scenes of that, and she was just like kind of like she just didn't like her performance a lot. She just couldn't get there as an actress, but then finally the last shot she did it and it just looked great. It felt so authentic. Yeah, I think because humans can really tell really quickly when it's bad acting. Like even for a professional actor, when they didn't like that take, like you can tell as a viewer. I think humans are just really good at like detecting micro expressions and stuff like that, especially people with high EQ, I guess. Like they can tell that someone is uncomfortable, like at a party and stuff like that. And that's why I think acting is like really, really important, especially if you want to tell something cinematically. But yeah, that's why it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, I feel like it's an undervalued skill that not everyone has. And you have it particularly well, because I guess you've been doing it this also for a while too.
Yeah.
But I'm genuinely always impressed by how you carry yourself as an actor. Like you make me believe that you are a character.
Oh, thank God. Yeah.
Yeah. And James and I have actually said it before when you're not around. Like I actually think Joma could be an actor in Hollywood.
Yeah. Thank you.
What?
Okay, so I was at Sobaya.
Yeah.
The restaurant, and then I was eating with my friends and stuff like that. Like I thought I saw people like look at me, like they would cross my table and then come back and stuff, and it was like two young girls, right? So I was like, whatever, it's probably nothing, like I don't want to be arrogant and think that like it's related to me, right? So my viewers, I was like, no, it's impossible. It's like two young girls. Like my demographic is like techie men, right? But then after they finished eating, then one of them just came up to me randomly and said, "Hey," he's like, "Are you an actor?"
Oh.
I was like, nah.
Wow.
No. I was like, nah, I'm not. And then it's like, no, I think I saw you on Netflix or something. I'm like, no, I'm not. But then that got me thinking. I was like, wait, why do they think that?
Yeah.
Like, is it truly because I look like Ronnie Chang or something? or whatever. But I think maybe is that they did see one of my videos, like randomly on a TikTok or something like that. But then because the production quality was kind of high for TikTok, they kind of like thought it was a Netflix thing or whatever. Because like sometimes people come up to me and they're like, "Hey, wait, don't I go climbing with you?" I'm like, "No, I don't fucking know who you are." but it's just like maybe sometimes you see something and then you can't pinpoint it, but you just know you recognize someone.
Yeah.
But anyways, point is I was very flattered.
Oh yeah.
I was very, very flattered. There's no point to that story.
No, but I was gonna say your stuff could literally be on like production wise, quality,
Right.
and I think like entertainment value. It literally would be.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not trying to be humble, but that's probably not true. Like in terms of production quality, it's not even close.
Okay.
Right.
I wouldn't know though.
Yeah, but I think as you like start doing these things,
right,
you start to realize like what is high quality and what is not.
I see.
Like trust me, it's very far away. Like the production design is in there, the makeup is in there, the blah blah blah. Like there's so many things that make something pop like really well in like actual Netflix shows or whatever. But it doesn't mean that it's a good show. It could still suck even if you have a high budget. But
just that there's a difference in the production quality.
Yeah. But there's a huge difference. Like if you put a scene from like my videos and Netflix, like, you'll be like, "Oh yeah, no. It's definitely not like at that level."
I think I'm just too much of an average viewer of stuff that I don't see like the differences that much.
Well, in some ways it's a compliment to me because it means like, oh, the story was engaging enough that you don't even think that there are flaws.
Right.
Yeah, because like the only reason why people like spend so much money is that it's so that it's more mainstream and people can consume it pretty easily. Like if you pick a movie and you take out the music, you realize how cringe it is sometimes. Or like it's bad, if you just take out some elements.
Yeah. Well, I think those things, I guess the reason I say I think your production is really good is I feel like you capture the essence and vibes of a particular scene really well. Like you have really good music choices. I noticed like you had the Interstellar soundtrack for at some point. I was like, I clock it because I feel like I feel strongly about music choices. I feel like a lot of people don't know how to make the right music choices for specific things, but I think you're really good at that. And I also think you're really good at like the acting, which conveys the storyline, and then also the like narrative that you create through your like stories.
Thank you.
So that's why I say that, but I understand that like maybe there's like differences in how things are produced.
Yeah, I think for music, like I definitely do stand on the shoulders of the giant. What's that expression? Yeah, I do stand on the shoulders of giants because I am using like awesome ass music, right? Like that already exists in the world and stuff. So it just sounds great regardless. I do work with a composer. It's very expensive.
That's cool.
Yeah. So when music, like they have sync points, as in like, for example, when you're shocked, the music is also shocked. And then like it moves with the scene. That's how you get the music to fit very well. you custom write the music for that specific scene.
I see.
But it's very expensive.
What did you do? There's a scene. I'm thinking about a specific scene where you're getting like amped up, and there's the song segment afterwards. Founder.
Oh, founder mode.
Yeah, was that an actual like? Did you get that composed?
No. That was AI.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. So this video has a lot of AI usage.
I could tell.
Yeah. No, I think it's so cool. Like it allows me to do something that I couldn't have done before at a reasonable price. For music, should I say this? Okay, it doesn't matter. But
I can cut it out.
No. Okay, well, basically for music, like sometimes a minute of music composed is $500.
Oh wow,
that's the price. Yeah.
Which makes sense because you don't need music for more than like a couple minutes.
Yes. Yeah, it depends. If your video sucks, you probably want it
the whole thing. Yeah, that's funny.
And some of my videos do kind of suck, but then the music literally saved it. Like I work with one composer, she's amazing and stuff like that, but she got more expensive. but in general, she's like very successful, and she's like the best I've ever worked with, and she makes my videos pop. Right. So it is not like it's not all me in my videos, right? Like a lot of people, for example, CGI, I didn't make the CGI. It's like some other guy. Right. So a lot of people do put their hands into my video, which makes it good. Yeah. But anyways, with the AI stuff, like, yeah, it's insane. Like you can make something that would have been really hard. But note that like I still prefer real people because they're like better. They have better taste. For AI, it's limited, right? There's only so many things you can do. I know a lot of people are like, man, AIs are ruining artists or whatever. But I do truly think that like AI will just accelerate it and allow you to be creative without having to spend so much money and time for like the bullshit crap. AI can solve that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel conflicted about AI because I think it's inevitable, that AI is coming into use. I think as an artist, it is scary. And there's that whole discourse of like, will it replace what artists do and like kind of like dismount the creative spaces? I hope there's regulation in the future such that like you use it in like proper ways and like certain things are illegal. But I think like the way that you're describing where it's supplementary or supplemental to the things that you're doing and it just only elevates what you're doing is like helpful and good.
But it's hard to say. I think some people will be pretty pissed at like my views on it because I do have an extreme view where I think like I want artists to be, all you need to do is like decide like or like taste or like your own style. So, like I want to extract, like for an artist, I don't pay you to execute. I pay you to like to have an opinion, because you have a special eye or a special ear. Interesting. You know what I mean? Like you have that creative vision. I think everyone should be kind of like making these opinions. I don't want you to just like grind it out, Right. For example, when people make anime videos, like real animation, the Japanese artists, they would draw key scenes. Or was it? Is it key scenes? Key frames. And then the rest they would just like outsource to like, I don't know, some third world country to like finish it. Right. So clearly the in between frames, it's not the creative process. The creative process is figuring out like the story. I don't think AI would be like, even if AI is amazing at creating stories, in the end, there's a person that decides like, oh, this is the better story than that. And I will choose that. This is perfect for that. Right. And when I pay artists, I don't want them to just grind. I want them to have an opinion of like, oh, what is better? What is good? For example, when I pay the like composer to make music for me, she just has that like intuition of like how, like what I'm trying to say in my scene. And then she creates music perfectly for that, which is why it sounds so good and it makes so much sense because she has like an aligned vision with me and or even surpasses that. Right. So I want artists to thrive in that way, to be actually creative. I don't want you to grind. Yeah. That's for the AI.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that perspective. I do think there's a subtle nuance to, you want people to creative direct when the goal is like creative directing a thing. I think there is like an art to like the actual manual, like the
that's like pretty sad in that part.
Yeah, I think it's hard to capture that like the true artistry of things if paintings are getting replaced, but then the craft of painting is gone. But I do totally see it from like that respect where if I need like a logo, I don't necessarily need someone to hand draw every single logo, which is what I did for like my pottery business. So I can like resonate with that. I also think like you're really tapped into like the AI space.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're working on some
I'm
stuff,
into it.
right?
Yeah.
If you wanted to share a little more
Sure.
about
Yeah, actually before that though.
that. Sorry, I didn't mean to like
No,
throw
all
you
good, all
under
good.
the bus with
Yeah,
my
but before that, wait, what did I want to say? Like, the AI stuff, grindy. Oh man, I had something good to say,
We
but
can sit on it for like 2 seconds.
okay.
I'll drink some water.
Yeah, let's do a water break. Oh yeah, it is kind of sad that like you know how, for example, there's these people who make like samurai swords or whatever,
Yeah.
or
those
all
types of
the or
things.
like a leather
Mhm.
bags and stuff, and then now everything can just be done in machines and stuff.
Yeah.
But it does seem like they still produce something that's better currently. I'm not sure if that's true, but if it is still better, I think AI won't replace the specific craft that we're talking about.
Right.
You know, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the world will become.
Yeah. I think there's a very like complex discussion there to
Mhm.
be had.
Yeah.
However.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was gonna plug my other thing. It's called
Yeah. This
yeah,
is
so-
a press run for Joma right now.
yeah. I'm doing a press run. Yeah, one podcast at a time. So I do have this like app that I want to talk about, which is like an app I made, vibe coding. I think it's pretty fun. It's basically just like an app where you have like a bunch of different styles. Like remember the Studio Ghibli, or like the yearbook AI look or whatever.
Yep.
There's gonna be a bunch of that, and then people can create their own styles easily by
Right.
just like describing it and stuff like that. And then other people can use them. So it's kind of like YouTube, but for AI styles.
Right.
So people can be like, oh wow, they could just browse and they could see like, oh, that's a cute style. They use it, and then you could turn like your own photo into the photo in that style. So I think that's kind of like just the beginning of what I'm envisioning. But basically, it's like I think there's a lot of value for AI artists to share their prompts or their I don't know, styles without telling them what the prompt is. So you could monetize it. So you can like get paid for your ideas. So you could get paid for your creative direction,
Yeah.
right? But it might get more complex in the future once we're smart about it. Like for example, you could put in a photo of you and your partner, write a summary of how you guys met, and then what it outputs, it's almost like the founder mode music video, but instead it's like a cute video of you and your partner and how you met, anime style, and with like a nice song with lyrics that means a lot to you, right? I think that would be really cool. So yeah, so I'm starting
Yeah.
that.
You actually have the app made on the App Store,
I
right?
do, yeah.
So you guys can go download it.
Mosaic styles. You have to write the 2 words because my SEO is not good.
Oh, it's not
No,
okay.
you need mosaic space styles.
That's really funny.
Check it out. If you look at Mosaic, you'll just have an app that like mosaics like the sensors
Uh-huh.
and stuff. But yeah, thank you for letting me plug that.
Yeah. And you're also interested in like in the future, more like AI, generative AI stuff, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I think it's all kind of related. Like me having this app is kind of like to attract these people who are experimenting, who are doing cool things, so that I could get the best talent in the platform, or just to know them, so that I could also learn how to do these techniques. Like when I did the founder mode video,
Yes.
like I was playing around with Midjourney, Photoshop, and whatever. Like I just have to use a lot of different tools, but you kind of learn random techniques on your own. Just like how, I don't know, Blender or like whatever software you use, you're gonna start learning tricks as you start using it. I think now it's the best opportunity to just play with these tools in case you figure out something that no one else figured out. Like how to have consistent characters or whatever, or something that's really beautiful that you can create, right? So I think it's really awesome, and I do want to like experiment a lot more in that area, so that I could improve my videos as well, do something that no one else can do.
Yeah.
Right?
And for reference, founder mode is the little music video segment in Joma's latest
Founder
YouTube
mode.
video.
Yeah.
Wait, you said the song was also created by AI?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I thought you
Yeah.
hired someone to sing.
No. It's Suno.ai is insane. Like
Wow.
the songs actually sound good, but to be honest, like no one's gonna listen to it day to day, so it's not like better than real songs.
Yeah,
So I'm
you
not.
could upload it on Spotify.
No, I will. I definitely will. But that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like it's good at first glance, but it's actually not that great. Like it's generic. It's very generic. But the fun thing was like the way I made it was I just asked ChatGPT. I was like, oh, so there's this concept. I want to talk about founder mode, where it's like they do a lot of unethical thing, but then they have an excuse. It's because they're just founders, or like it's founder mode, right? And then they wrote like the verse and the chorus and everything. I was like, wow, that's
Wow.
pretty good. But then I would have to change a little bit because
Right.
sometimes it doesn't make sense. But you just tweak a little bit. You put these lyrics into Suno AI, it'll generate you a song, like an actual song. You could say what your style was.
I see.
Yeah. My style was like Beastie Boy style or whatever. And then you would generate multiple of them and then see which one you like.
I feel like in your video there were so many bits that I was like impressed by the quality and like the creativity of it. So it's cool to see like unpack that in a way. Welcome to intermission time. Joma has brought the intermission snack of the day, which
Peaches.
are peaches. Do you want to explain the
Again? Well, yeah, I got them from the farmer's market. They're really expensive. It's like $10 for 3 peaches. But I think they're actually better than most peaches, but I'm not sure. Maybe they're just really ripe and they're perfectly ripe. I hope these are good. I put them in the fridge, but apparently putting them on the fridge will make them not as tasty.
Oh,
Yeah, there's like a bunch of things you can't do.
I didn't
you
know that.
Well, I think ChatGPT told me. I'm not sure if it's true, but
Well, here's a good look at the peaches. They look great. They
Yeah.
really do look great. There's your peach, and then I'll grab mine.
yeah, you should be careful because maybe it's juicy. so,
Yeah.
like-
Yeah. I can't do. You put the whole thing in. That is crazy.
Mm.
Okay, I'm gonna have to eat with my
Mm.
hand over. Oh, thanks. Mm. Oh, they're not as like watery as I expecting, but it's really like
Yeah, it should be more watery. So this is probably not the best one. I'm a
It's
bit disappointed,
good
but
though.
it's good. You like it?
It's good.
That's all
A
right.
little mushy.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's throw them in the garbage. fuck these peaches. They're not even that good.
Well, usually we give a rating for the intermission snack. So how would you rate that out of 10?
This
7.
maybe.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It was
6.
an 8.
You thought it was
me?
an 8?
Because I like peaches.
Oh,
Also,
okay, that's good.
we recently discovered a peach burrata salad.
Oh,
recipe.
that's really good.
Yeah, and that's why I've been liking peaches
Yeah,
more
it's
lately.
like honey a little bit. Yeah.
Balsamic
I
vinaigrette.
get it.
Very good. Hot seat.
You're in the hot seat.
Okay, now it is hot seat.
I've actually never made it far enough for the hot seat. What is this?
Wait, what?
Is it just fast
for
questions?
my episodes,
Yeah.
you never watched far enough?
I'm pretty sure I think I heard
Okay,
about
okay.
it, but like I forgot what it was. Yeah.
Yes, let me give the rundown.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
on
sorry.
cue.
I'm a bad fan.
No, please. Okay, so for hot seat, basically, I'm going to rapid fire questions and you're going to rapid fire
Oh
answers
my.
back.
What if I say something wrong?
That's your fault.
Edit? Do we have the power of edit? Okay, let's do it.
Wait, if you want to pass, you take a shot.
Oh,
But Joma doesn't drink.
I don't drink.
However, I did send out a form because whenever I have guests on, I do send out a form and ask what they want to drink. And he said he's lactose intolerant, but he put his drink as milk.
Okay, so that was a joke. I'm not lactose intolerant.
Oh, you're
but
not?
I just thought it was funny
Oh,
if
you
I
got
were.
milk then?
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
love milk. Yeah.
Okay, well, I have oat milk because I
Oh, that's
actually
oat
don't
milk?
want to. Yeah, I don't
Oh,
want to.
interesting. Yeah, I like oat milk. It's really
Kill you.
yummy.
I mean, usually the goal is to get you really drunk.
I see.
Not that that's ever happened on the podcast, but I have milk shots today in our
nice.
soju shot glasses.
Beautiful.
Hard to hold up. Kind of chunky. Taste testing it. Is it good?
Milk. Yep.
Costco has the best oat milk, in my opinion.
I usually get my milk from the farmer's market.
You literally were like, I'm not a common farmer's
Well, I mean,
market.
I don't make food for myself because I have food at work. But anyways,
Nice. So whenever you're ready, I will start speedballing these.
I'm nervous.
You're nervous. 3, 2, 1. Biggest misconception. Oh my God, I can't even. Let me say that again. Biggest misconception about you.
Oh, I'm gay.
Oh.
I'm not gay.
Do you consider yourself a tech bro?
Tech bro? No,
Oh.
I'm not broy.
How much do you relate to your character, Eric Wang?
Oh, 10%.
Your role model in life?
Rick Rubin.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Favorite K-pop group?
Itzy. Oh man, why did I say that? It's not. It's just the first that came up to my mind. Like, okay, fine, Itzy.
Wait, who's your?
No, I feel like nowadays I like New Jeans a lot. I like Blackpink a lot in general. Yeah.
Do you wear the pants in your relationship?
No.
Oh, fun. If tech didn't exist, what industry would you be in?
Oh, probably gardening. No, I'm kidding. Like,
Gardening.
it's probably videos,
Farmers
maybe
market. Yeah.
editing, or maybe investment banking. Because like
Oh,
if you're not in
interesting.
tech, but I'm still like that money chasing guy,
You would
probably
be.
consultant or
You're so
investment
honest about
banking.
that,
To be
yeah.
honest, yeah.
No, Love that.
Yeah.
What's one piece of advice you'd give yourself 5 years ago?
Oh yeah, mental health really important. Very important. Yeah, one advice. I don't know. I don't know. Probably to take care of your health more, mental and physical, because you'll have sciatica in 5 years.
I wish I told myself that I would have back pain in 5 years.
Dude, that sucks.
5 years ago.
But how can you like? What would you
Know
have done
that?
to like fix it? By not working? Or, like, what can you
Maybe.
even do? Like not working? Like you can't.
Maybe
You
just
can't not work.
exercise more. I feel like
Oh, I
exercise
see,
is really
exercise.
strongly correlated. And standing up straight.
Let's say
What's the most you've spent on a video?
like 100,000 or something.
Wow.
but I mean, I was also
Crazy.
sponsored, so I got
Oh,
the
that's
money
fair.
back ish. I didn't, but like ish, yeah.
You really invest in your
And the
crafts.
video had
It's
no
good.
views.
Oh,
Can I just tell you that? Because it had to
Yeah.
be like location gated. It was like a sponsor, and it had to be
Oh.
location gated, and it's like barely anyone saw it. It
Wow.
wasn't that great. Yeah,
That's
it's not
a-
even there anymore. I had to like put it down. Isn't
oh,
that
really?
sad?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's a lot of money and effort.
yeah.
for-
But usually it's not that expensive. It was just
Mm.
this one thing that I was like, well, let's go ham.
I see.
Yeah.
Favorite character you've ever created?
Oh, Crypto Poppy. Yeah,
Nice.
he's like the 19-year-old crypto trader. Yeah, I like these questions.
Yeah. Favorite video you've ever created?
Probably Crypto Traders Be Like.
Oh, okay.
And Crypto
okay.
Poppy is in there. Yeah.
Do you ever feel like people have cozied up to you for clout?
Yeah, probably. But I don't hang out with them ever. It's more just like back when I was doing full time. And then
Oh.
there were some of these. It's either like the fake VCs, you know, like I don't know how to explain. But in crypto, there's a lot of those people. But
Yeah.
I'll stop at that.
Love that. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I thought these were a lot, but we kind of sped through it.
Oh.
So that's all the questions,
W-
and you
were
answered
people
every
supposed to like add like details
More
to it? I wasn't
I
sure.
feel like some of them were kind of.
It's like hot takes. So I want to go fast. So.
Oh, if you want to add detail to any of them,
Oh really? Oh, because hot
Here's-
seat. I thought it was like quick. You know.
it is quick.
Oh.
But right now, you can add detail if you.
Oh,
wanted
really?
To.
Oh, I see.
Is there any story you wanted to elaborate on? I feel like you said some controversial things in there.
Really? Did I? What did I say? Do you wear pants in a relationship? I'm not even sure what that means. What does wearing the pants mean?
Oh, it's like who calls the shots? Who makes
calls the shots?
decisions? Who?
Oh, I mean, we both do. It's half
It's
half,
fair.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's half. I'm not sure. Like, can you give me an example of shot calling? Like, oh, where do we want to eat? Is that one shot calling?
I think that's one. Or like if you're going on vacation and one person is like very always the one that decides and always does everything, always
Yeah.
takes care of stuff.
Hard to say. I would say it's pretty equal there. But okay, so the thing is, Itsy. I thought about Itsy because
Yeah.
I've touched our hands.
Oh, when?
I paid
What
like
was the story?
$600 for
Wait,
that.
what?
It was in K. Okay, I'm not a creeper. I swear to God. But like, it was a KCON. I was there with my friends, and then it was kind of fun because people were trading cards. It's like, so you get a
Oh.
ticket, and then you get a randomized ticket for whoever you can have a more personal like time with or whatever. I don't know, but you get to high five them.
Right.
And then I had fun trading because I was like, oh my God, like, can I make more money like by trading it or like by buying certain tickets, but then by selling them back and stuff. And I
Yeah.
ended up with Itsy, and then I went to Itsy, but I also liked Itsy back then. But then yeah, I just like watched whatever they were talking about, random crap, and then at the end of it, you get to like high five them.
Oh.
And I was like, doom. I tried to be interesting. I was like, Leah, I was like, oh, I'm Canadian too. She's like, okay.
They
And then-
probably get that line like
yeah,
10
probably.
times.
So
every
I was
5
able
minutes.
to touch their hand. So then that's why I was thinking of Itsy.
Oh.
But they haven't done anything that I listened to in a while. So I don't listen to K-pop that much anymore.
Oh, but you used to.
I
I was
do,
surprised
I
by
do.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know who Rick Rubin is?
Honestly, not really, but his name always floats
Okay.
around.
He's like a music producer for some of the most popular songs, like Nine
Yes.
Problems But a Bitch Ain't One, you know.
Yep.
And his way of like living life, he's just very pure as an artist, as a creative. He wrote the creative act. It's like, I'm sure you've seen the book. It's like a circle and a dot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I read that book and I was just like, I felt so seen, but also like I relate so much to it. Or like I feel like a lot of his nuggets can be applicable to my creative work.
Oh.
And I just think he's a genius, you know, because of that.
Yeah.
He's just so clean with his words. And the way he lives, right? You know, he has a big ass beard. And then he's like, he wakes up and he just like does his thing. He meditates. He does like pool water aerobics and stuff. I was like, I want to be more like him as a
Yeah.
creative, you know. So
Yeah.
that's why he's my role model. Even though that I don't listen that much to his music.
Oh, cool. Well, those are all the questions.
Awesome.
Usually I do these to make it really spicy, but like
Mm.
I'm just like, I don't know.
worried for me.
Like, I just don't want to put people on the spots, but
thank you.
Thanks for answering all those hard questions.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, now back to the episode.
Let
me see what I wrote down, because I definitely had other questions that I wanted to ask you.
Is it recording?
Dude, I would die if it's not recording.
Is it cool if I sit like this?
Yes.
Is it cool?
Fine. I look ginormous.
Yeah. Okay. While you search for topics, I'm going to talk about my sciatica. So recently, I think another new thing about me within the 2 years is that I developed sciatica. That's when you have a disc bulge, you know? So like the L5S1, I have a disc bulge in my L5S1, meaning between my two vertebrae, I have like a disc, and that disc is protruding and it's touching my sciatic nerve. So when I sit for too long, it fucking hurts.
Do you think this is related to sitting in front of a desk so often?
No, I don't think so. Because so many people do that and they're fine. I think you just one, either get unlucky, or two, it might have been that day when I was trying to impress someone. I did a deadlift and I laughed, and then I released my core and then I fucked up. But it didn't immediately hurt, because then I went to Asia for a trip, and then when I came back, that's when it started getting tight, and then suddenly it hurt a lot, and I went to PT and everything. I read books to try to fix it. It's really, really bad. Some people do surgery for it, but I think I'm okay.
Oh, I remember you recommended that book to me.
Oh, yeah.
Is it actually helpful? What is it called again?
But it's by McGill. His name is McGill. He works in Waterloo. It's called the something back, I think.
Healing your back?
No.
Oh, is there any more you wanted to talk about for your sciatica?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I wanted to, first of all, mention, if you guys do watch Joma's video, I actually made a little mini tabi, so I'm plugging it there.
Oh, yeah. So are you going to sell these?
I am.
How do you make that many if you have to?
It's hard. I think I'm doing a limited batch. So it's really hard to keep up, I think, with high quantities of stuff, especially when you hand make things.
See.
I think my goal is to eventually wean off of like hand making completely. Like I do want to still hand make stuff, but I feel like building a pottery business is really hard. So I don't want to burn myself out trying to like keep up with them.
Yeah, you do so many different things. Like... I don't know how you do it and why. Thanks. To be honest, it's more the why. It's like, gotta stay focused, just one thing, or two. Like the moment I add too much on my plate, like I burn out and like, or maybe not even burn out, but it's just like, I just don't have fun. Or like, have you ever read Cal Newport?
No.
So Cal Newport, he talked about slow productivity. It's like a book. It teaches you, or like teaches like the modern worker on how to like not be always so stressed about work, or like, how to say no to certain things. And one of the ways is to do less, to take on fewer things at work, but then do them really, really well. So that like the output can justify like you not taking on too many things, or being very clear about what you can't do. I don't know if you ever had that experience at Google where it's like you have to do that, and then you have so many fucking meetings, and then you just have no time to do actual work because it's mostly just context switching and busy work. Yeah. Right. So he teaches you how to like protect yourself from that.
That's actually something I was thinking about a lot at the end of last year, because I felt like doing so many things at once, like podcast, ceramic stuff, my job. I couldn't do anything well, and then it made me feel really mediocre. And so when I went into this chapter of my life, I was like, I want to focus on the things that I really want to do. But I guess I realized I really want to do a lot of things. So I wouldn't say that I've pushed myself to the point of like burning out like I did last time. And I'm trying to be very like protective of it. But it is true though. I think when you dedicate your time to like a specific craft, it is so much easier to go further and to like get better at that. And that's something that, I've learned the hard way.
Right. Yeah, that's the problem with me too, because I wouldn't say I get bored of it, but I get discouraged when I keep doing one thing, let's say.
Oh, yeah.
I get discouraged, and then I'm interested on the next shiny new thing. The thing is, it's easy to start new. Like let's say you've never done a TikTok before and you're suddenly doing TikTok videos. It might be fun at first, but then it's very quickly like the novelty wears off, right? So ideally my life would be like, I do this project, and then whenever I feel like I don't want to do that project, I do another project. Like you have to be financially independent and like retire or whatever. But that would be my ideal life, where it's like I work with inspiration, or like I work through inspiration, or I work anyways, like whenever inspiration strikes, that's what I would do. And even if I don't finish it, it is okay, you know. And I just do what I feel like I want to do, because I do think like I can create something pretty cool when inspiration strikes, but I also don't want to tie myself down. It's true for YouTube. It's true for real work too. It's like I don't want to do that forever, you know. I wish I can just do a project like, oh, let's say I want to make an app, let's do that. And then after I get bored of it, okay, let's do that. Let's do videos. I actually have a good video idea, you know.
I filmed an episode this week, and it was about the stages of like starting over in life. And one of the things that I had mentioned in there is there's this concept of like a second mountain in life. This is kind of related, maybe not completely related, but like in the first mountain, you strive for like success and like all the superficial things that they tell you need in life. And then the second mountain, you try to find more fulfillment. You try to like, you kind of are forced to like start over again because you're rebuilding the foundation of what matters to you. And a lot of the times what you're doing in the first mountain kind of gets like feels dead to you. Like you after you do something like your 9 to 5 or like YouTube for more than like 2 years, 3 years, you feel like there's kind of a void and it's like hollow. So you try to find fulfillment in other things. And I feel like you've experienced it, I've experienced it. It's really hard to feel comfortable just going down one path in life.
Yeah. I think that's definitely true. And I like the mountain analogy because you know, we're always trying to find a maximum, or like we just want to be a peak. Basically, we want to be as happy as possible. But the way I think about it, with like that doesn't mean much to you, is because you were searching for a local maximum. Let's say you were
very technical, term.
Local maximum, gradient descent.
Term.
You know, you had a gradient descent, and it told you to go into that local maximum, that mountain, which is usually make as much money as possible, right? Or
at
like
least in our like upbringing, I think.
Yeah, exactly, for our upbringing, for sure. And then when we reach there, we realize like that's not the optimal maximum. That's not the peak of the whole world. There's so many other things that you can do that would fulfill you or make your life better, but you just didn't know. But you invested so much in climbing that mountain, so you do have to rebuild yourself, and you do have to fall from time to time, so that you can rebuild. So I love that analogy, and I think it's really true, which is why sometimes I tell myself it's okay to experiment in your life. You have such a long life. You need to try and fail and do a lot of different things to figure out what is the life you actually want to live, because everyone's different. You can't follow an advice from someone else because maybe their version of their perfect life is different from mine, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And on that topic, what are you currently, like, what do you think this chapter of your life is going to hold? Because I feel like you're going through personal life changes, and there's...
Man, you're so good at this. It's like you connect everything, and then we're still following.
Yeah, but that's how conversation flows, right?
Like a time, no, not a timetable, a table of content. Like, that's cool. Well, I guess
acknowledging that
you have made. You have made 50 episodes, so yeah, it's very smooth. Yeah, very smooth.
Thanks. No, but I did want to ask though, because I feel like you've experimented a lot with your life and things that you've done, and now that you're coming back to YouTube, like, what can people expect from you or not expect from you, right? Like, what are you doing with your life?
The more experienced I am, the more I have no clue what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Classic.
So what can you expect? Absolutely nothing, except that I'm definitely gonna take a break from making a video for quite some time. So it's funny. It's like, I'm back. All right, bye. So it could be that, but I might make some random stuff on like side channels. Like I might change my Joma and NYC channel to more of like me just talking about things I care about, like sciatica or peaches.
Joma with sciatica?
Yeah.
In New York City.
Possibly. Yeah. But I might have to like, I don't know, because I kind of want to just take out the in NYC, because I might not be in NYC. I don't know. I want to talk more about like random stuff, and I'll make it super simple where I literally just, it's almost like a meeting. I'll just film myself on my MacBook Pro, so it's like
FaceTime
low
call.
friction. Exactly. Yeah. Like I think for now, in the immediate sense, I definitely want to explore like AI stuff more to see what kind of content I can make. I wonder if I can make a whole animation short using it. For example, I feel like I'll fail, so that might not come out, but I want to gain the skills for that. I might even tap into like CGI or like the more traditional tools, because I'm curious how the newer tools, like AI related tools, can benefit or like can leverage the other skills like After Effects and stuff like that.
Right.
I don't know yet. So I just want to explore for sure. And I want to play with Mosaic too, because I do want to learn from like the best AI artists just to see what's possible currently. Because I was definitely very surprised how I was able to make like a music video with AI. Like it's not great, it's not amazing, but it's better than not having one or not having that segment. So I want to continuously work on that right now, because like it's a great opportunity, because there's like a big set of people who are like tech bros who are not creative. Sorry. So like I don't give a shit about what they always like put out stuff and it's always bad. But they're like, oh my god, Hollywood is dead. I'm like, okay, no, you're stupid. But then there's also a whole group of people who are very creative, like actual artists, but you know, they're reluctant to use AI.
Right.
But the intersection of those two, you know, people who are into all these AI stuff but are also really creative, is very small. And I think like I have the opportunity to find these people, but also like be myself, that kind of person, so that we can see what's new. Like for example, let's say we didn't have photography, bunch of painters out there. When photography came, they'll be like, what the fuck, like this is lame. Right. But the thing is, like, it forced painters to be not just craftsmen or like people who just copy what's in reality, but it allows them to like, oh well, we have to know what your special thing is. So it's like creativity becomes even more important. That's why we got Picasso, Cubism, and stuff like that.
I
So it sucks, not gonna lie. AI is scary. It might replace my job at you know, my company and stuff like that. It might replace me being able to film stuff, but it'll force me to be like, what is the essence? Why? What story am I trying to tell? You know, what is the essence of the art that I'm creating, rather than just execution? And so I do feel like because of AI, it's good in some areas, but it's also bad in some areas. So like, how can we like morph these two things and have a hybrid approach where you can make something that's meaningful? Because in the end, that's what matters. It's like, are you making something that's meaningful? I don't care if it's AI. I don't care if it's purely like traditional media. The thing is, like, is it meaningful?
Right.
The great thing about AI is that we can make it more cheap now. You know, even photography, like, yeah, everyone can take a photo now, but can you take a photo that's meaningful? You know, something that's interesting to look at, right? I mean, usually it's like those black and white photos and it's like really like artsy, but yeah, you're right. That's cool. It's like you're testing the technology to its limits.
I can that was a really long monologue.
Sorry.
No. I think you're a very practical creative. Like, I think you're a creative person, and like the way that AI like is applicable is that it just helps optimize and make things more efficient and productive. And I think like that's a very valid use case of like an application of AI. I'm excited to see what you work on in the future with that.
Yeah, me too. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna work on, to be honest.
Take it day by day.
Just take it day by day.
Yeah.
You're right.
So that's a lot of the creative / career goals that you have. But I also wanted to ask you about your personal life, just a little bit, whatever you're comfortable sharing, because I'm sure a lot of your viewers are like interested in knowing this. But you got married. How long has it been since you got married?
You know, some time. There's a reason why I don't like talk about my personal life a lot. It is because of that, like, the judgment or like the hate. It's not even for me, but it's just for like the integrity of my channel, you know, in some ways. But yeah, no, so I got recently married to an amazing woman. She's probably like the most awesome person I've ever met. Like, she's very, very funny, and she vibes very well with me. And you know, the moment I met her, I knew she was special for sure. And then as we hung out more, I realized she's like super caring and empathetic and all the good things that, you know, most people should have, like she has, and she definitely cares about me. And I think that's one thing that I value a lot. I'm very, very lucky to have met her, for sure. So I married her.
Oh,
yeah,
that was really sweet.
I trapped her ass before she knows that I'm a dumbass.
Oh my god, I'm sure she's gonna love everything you just said.
Yeah, I hope so.
Does she consume your content? Like,
nope.
Whatever you...
Well, she knew of me.
Yeah.
I think she saw the donut video. So it's like a math video where it's like, I show you how to code like a donut on your terminal. Or whatever. Yeah, she's but she doesn't really watch my videos, no.
Okay. I think that's healthy.
Yeah.
You're not too plugged into like the other side of you. That's awesome. And I'm not going to ask you too much about your personal life because I respect the privacy. But you also went back to a corporate job.
Oh yeah.
Is that considered personal life? Do you consider that more?
Fine. We can talk about it. I mean, yeah, it's in some of the internets. Like, some people figured it out on Reddit and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Do you care when people talk about you online? Like, I'm sure you've seen those.
Well, I think it's inevitable, so it's okay. Yeah.
I literally searched up your name the other day and someone made a video like, where is Joma?
Oh, I think I've seen that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it weird to have so many people interested in like your whereabouts and like
I
who
don't think-
you are and what you are up to?
I'm not sure. I don't think it's that weird to me. I mean, I wouldn't do that for any other creator, like, but I think that's just the nature of things, and it's pretty gradual, right? So I didn't think it's weird. Like maybe if overnight I became like more popular, and then people would care about my life. But don't you have that too? Like,
Yeah.
people
I
like
do.
wondering or like caring about your life and stuff. Sometimes there's probably some truth to it though.
Of what people say about
Like negative
other
stuff,
people?
right? Like you have to be critical where it's like, okay, what am I consuming?
Right.
Okay, is it more of a reflection on them or is it a reflection on me? Sometimes there are comments about me that I'm like, you're absolutely right. I should change that. Like, how come some celebrities don't have that much snark compared to other celebrities?
firms.
Oh, you think so?
I think the reason that influencers and creators are easier to snark on is just because they don't pay for services to protect their image. I feel like most people are not attuned to like what it means to have good PR.
Oh, interesting. What did the PR people do? Like, there's no
They
way
can-
you can delete that many things, though.
But they train you. Like they literally
they
have
train you.
train
Oh.
celebrities so that they say the right
Yeah.
things, and if something controversial
I
comes
see.
up, they completely just don't answer. Have you ever seen that like clip of Tyla not like someone asked her about race and she just like was like
Oh, interesting.
She just refused to answer it.
Interesting. But
Yeah.
I guess that also makes you like not as open or like genuine though, because you can't be completely yourself, right?
Yeah, or they curate or craft the image
Right.
that you're vulnerable, but it's
Yeah.
not
Well,
actually
that kind of
you, right?
sucks.
Yeah,
I'd rather
But-
just not have an image, which is why I was like, let's just make
comedy video.
comedy videos or
Yeah.
whatever, and who cares about my personal life? You know what I mean? Like, why do
Yeah.
people care, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm too deep into the
Right.
sharing my life.
Well, I mean, I used to do that too in the beginning because I used to be about like, oh, this is how you get into coding.
Oh
or
yeah, you
like
would
into
share
data
like your
science.
career journey and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
right?
So then they value my like, I don't know, credentials or whatever.
Yeah.
But then it also means that like I'm out as a real person. But then that's when I said like, oh, why do I want to do that? Screw it. And then that's when I started doing comedy videos. I don't know. For me, it's just easier to be like, yeah, just focus on the craft, put shit out there, and then leave.
Yeah, yeah. No,
There's no
I
point.
respect what you do. Honestly, I think it's so hard nowadays to find creators that create long form content that requires a lot of their time. Because your videos take months to make. And I don't see YouTubers now spending that much time.
Because it's not financially like, what do you call it?
Sensical, logical.
Yeah, it's just stupid. Like like you shouldn't do that if you want to succeed or if you want to have like if you want to make it your job. That's probably why I need a job. But yeah, because you don't make a lot of money if you have to like spend so much time to make one video.
Right.
But I do think that like in the long run, right? What do people remember? If it takes you that much time to make something that's good, they're going to remember it more out of the millions of TikToks that they've seen.
That's true.
And it's nice to have something where I can be very proud of that I literally remember making. And I think that's important because we want the world to have more, meaningful content.
Yes.
And to make it meaningful, you probably have to spend some time on it. Usually that correlates with like better content, right?
Yeah.
Do you know Stardew Valley?
No.
So Stardew Valley is kind of like a game, like a big game. But this guy spent 4 years of his life. Like he didn't have any job. He worked on a movie theater or like a different kind of theater. And then he spent 4 years of his life making it. He had no idea if it would be successful or not, but he just liked making it.
Oh wow.
So he put his soul into it, and you can tell it's very what's that word, like a single maker, not a connoisseur. It's
independent.
it's a cool word. It's like okay, I don't remember. It's a artisanal. Auteur. Thank you.
James so smart.
Yeah, is that it? Yeah, like he's an auteur, right?
Yeah.
And he made this game in 4 years, but then and then it blew up. Why? Because it was awesome. It was meaningful. It was like something that definitely had a personal touch to it. And he saw it end to end. So that's why I think like some videos take less long, some videos take longer. But for me, at least, I don't want to force myself to make videos because then it's like, what's the point?
Right.
People watch it, they forget it, and then that's it.
Right.
But if you make something that at least it's meaningful to yourself, at least you have something to remember when you're all grown up and old and have more sciatica.
Yeah, that's so true. I think despite how fast social media is moving and how saturated it's getting, I still like to believe that people see other people's hard work and passions more than they see like the quick cash grabs and things like that. So when you do pour yourself into a craft or like something that you really want to make, I do truly believe that people see it online.
Yeah. And it's a long-term game, right? I've watched Bobby Lee a lot. Do you know Bobby Lee?
Very funny.
Yeah, Bobby Lee, like he has a long career, and like he said, always your career goes up and down, up and down. Like you can't assume that you're always gonna go up, 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 right?
Yes,
So don't feel like you have to chase that. Sometimes you'll get like a different thing, like Joji, right? He was a YouTuber and then now he's famous or whatever,
right?
Or like, you know, artists that last for very long, like Taylor Swift, right? It's like you don't rush, you know, you don't try to like maximize all of your brand deals immediately.
Yep.
Just make sure that you're running this marathon.
I used to have so much scarcity mindset about opportunities, so I would take on every brand deal, but then you realize that it dilutes your craft because then you force yourself to like put stuff out.
Very, very true.
So my motto is like only do it if it doesn't disrupt your other stuff.
Yeah. The problem is we love money.
Yep.
Not gonna lie.
Human nature.
Right. We love money. We love seeing numbers grow.
Yeah.
Right? It's tough. It's tough because
true.
The problem is that money also helps you eat better. Or like live more comfortably. That's why it's so tough. So that's why like, oh my God, I can't do this full time. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we have been filming for almost 2 hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I really do appreciate you coming on. And I think one last thing that I wanted to ask, actually 2 last things. One is I'm sure there's a lot of people that missed you that are now like listening to this podcast. So I don't know if you have any other platform to actually talk to them directly. So I was wondering if you had anything you wanted to share to your viewers.
No. It's chill. You know, just keep watching my stuff if you like them. And, you know, support me any way you can. But then, yeah, support Sarah. She made the freaking awesome ass like tabi. What does a tabi mean?
It's actually a type of shoe.
Type of shoe? Oh.
I think Margiela popularized it.
I see.
It has it's just basically the shoe with the toe shoe.
Oh, yeah, like interesting.
Yeah, Joma asked me to make that tabi, or he asked me to make something, and I asked him what he wanted, and he said the tabi.
I said, I like the tabi a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very cute.
So you're a proud owner of my tabi now.
Yeah.
Which you guys can also get when I launch. Hopefully I'm going to be launching soon after this episode drops. So check out my page if you do want to, but also check out Joma's.
Check out my video. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people who are watching this who haven't seen the video or who don't even know who I am. But like, watch my video. See if you like my stuff, you know.
Yeah. And download Mosaic
Styles.
Yeah. And then I had to write this down for my own thing because there's too many things to always say. But please like, subscribe, comment, bell notifications, and follow us on Instagram if you enjoyed this episode. And thank you for watching. And I will see you next week.
See ya. What's hot seat?
Oh yeah, we're doing hot seat, but you guys will see it in the middle of the episode. So, we haven't filmed it yet.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for watching.
Bloopers.
It's bloopers.
Just for the viewers, I guess. Like I'm not like a huge farmer's market guy. like I don't go and buy all my groceries there. I just happen to pass by every Saturday, and then I buy like a few things here and there. And I discovered that the peaches were good. Like they gave out free samples, and then of course I tried it, and changed my life.
That's how they get you.
I know.
Yeah. When is the farmer's market? On Sunday?
Yeah, Saturday.
Saturday.
Every Saturday.
I see. Well, lots to unpack there. I actually brought Joma on to talk about peaches today. So
I'm a peach farmer now. I think, I guess I do like talking. I guess that's why I'm a YouTuber, right? Yeah.